welcome, folks. Super Bowl rematch tonight on Monday Night Football. You can't ask for anything better. Bunch of college basketball. Let's go. Woo! I'm ready. Last minute betting with the Sports Nuts. Brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company in the universe. Up to $1,000 in second chance bets from PointsBet. That's right, from PointsBet. New users, go there now. Get in there. There's a link below in the description, and you can get some money. That's what it's all about there. Let's see what else we got going on here. Oh, yeah, that's right. The OddsJam Partner Program. Link is below in the description. 50% revenue share. Don't forget, shop.oddsjam.com where you get this hat right here. Or you can get this hat right here. Yeah.
You can't get that bald head, though.
No, you can't get that bald head.
That's not in the shop yet.
Can't buy that anywhere.
No.
No, you sure
sold
can't.
out.
Wow. I'm gonna be.
Come on, man. You gotta admit that was
good.
Kind of good. I mean, maybe
that was good.
Sort of.
I'll be playing Santa Claus here in a couple of weeks. So
cool.
Yeah, of course. And
Cool.
Tony's telling me everything they got going on at the Trop. Let's talk. First of all, I got to do two things. You know, I did put a $50 free bet on our parlay Friday.
Yeah.
The Dons.
The friggin' Dons. Damn. I was so hoping that was going to come through.
I owe you one.
You owe me one. Yes, you do.
That's all right.
Then on top of that, we had, how in the hell do the Chargers lose to Green Bay, Mike? And Justin, if Justin's in the chat, what? That coach has got to be gone now. Get him out of there. He don't belong coaching a team. There you go. That's what I got to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bad loss, a terrible loss. If you're the Chargers, that's a game you have to win. Detroit, although you would have loved to have won that game, if you got to beat Green Bay after losing that game to keep yourselves any hope of making the playoffs. Now, with what they got remaining, probably not going to make the playoffs. It's a disaster. This team 0-5 in 3-point games or less this season. They can't win them close. They can't win them at all, it seems like. So let's move on and talk about some teams that have some relevancy, like tonight's matchup. Huh?
Well, yeah, that's true, Mike, but and Tony, but at 4-6,
they're done.
They're in the
No, they're done.
They're
done.
5-5 gets you in the wild card in the AFC. Are pretty darn close to it. Hold on. You got Buffalo 6-5. Hold on. You got Pittsburgh 6-4, and you have Cleveland at 7-3. So 5-5 has you on the cusp of being in the playoffs.
Well, they're 4-6, and they have Baltimore coming up this week. They'll also play Kansas City at the end of the year, and then they have Buffalo in there. So, I mean, if you're the Chargers, you have to pretty well. You could really only afford, in my opinion, maybe one more loss, and unfortunately, they're going to have at least 2 or 3, maybe. So
you're saying there's a chance?
I'm saying there's no chance.
Yeah, guys, how crazy is it? Well, like 1 week makes in a week 11, like the Packers go 4-6 after that big win for them. And now they have some momentum going into Thanksgiving, going into Detroit for a division matchup that if they can somehow pull off, I mean, anything can happen on Thanksgiving Day. If the Packers can pull off a win on Thanksgiving, their season's all turned around when they're 5-6, and the Chargers with their loss at 4-6 just downhill. So just one game can just totally change what one team's outlook is for the rest of the year. Like the Packers are looking up now, and the Chargers are looking down, and they actually have the same exact record.
Yeah. That's crazy. Well, the NFC is definitely the weaker conference. No two ways about it. And that AFC North division is just fire, man. I mean, that's a tough division. Who's the kid? What's the kid's name to play quarterback for Cleveland, guys?
DTR, Dorian Thompson Robinson.
I mean, that was a
huge win for them.
Yeah, it's a huge win, but he was a game manager.
Yeah, 5th rounder from UCLA. And I mean, he was a pretty good quarterback in college, but that's why he dropped to the 5th round, because nobody really thought he would come in on a 7-3 team and win a big division game like that at home. But he did. And even though he did, they still signed Joe Flacco today to the practice squad. So he's back in the league somehow.
Yeah, I'm Joe, go away. You're
in
done.
That division again as well.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Joe, you're done, bud. Go away.
He'll be going up against Baltimore for that division.
Yes, he will. Justin says, pray for a competitive, fun, injury-free game. I agree with that. Haven't had those on primetime in a while. No, we haven't. Stephen Batts says Stars, Bruins, and who for a parlay tonight?
Oh, you're Stars? I'm on the Rangers, bro. I can't comment then. Vancouver -1.5.
Yeah, that's a tough call.
The line on the
Bruins Avalanche parlay for me doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, I like the Avs.
Hey, our friend Dan Mike just messaged me on Twitter. Our college basketball guy. Hey, not college football guy. Hey, how you been? Just wanted to let you know I took Mizzou -7 at Arkansas, and I think that was DK. It's moving fast to 7.5, Mike.
Man,
both teams coming off terrible losses.
Who are you talking about?
College basketball? Oh, we're talking college football.
Yeah. No.
Oh, yeah. Missouri and Arkansas in college basketball are both coming off terrible losses.
Right. No, this is the last game for Missouri this season and Arkansas. Mizzou and Arkansas. And if they win, they're guaranteed, I think, a New Year's Day bowl game. Right now, they're looking Cotton Bowl, Peach Bowl, Fiesta Bowl type of thing. Hey, that is a
Purdue under 156, currently third. Ooh.
No, that's beautiful.
I'm sweating that game big right now. I had Purdue -4.5 when it opened, and they're not looking too good, but I still think they can pull it off in the second half.
Well, I'm just going to tell you right now what he's talking about here. Positive VV was under 155.5, 155, 154.5, 154, 153.5. It's all of those are going to hit.
And it was Purdue -4.5 last night when the line opened. That was one of the first positive VV plays I saw for the Maui Invitational for tonight.
Yeah, I like Kucherov under 1.5 points, Justin.
That still can work out for you, Tony.
Oh, yeah.
I may just give Dan a shout out and tell him to come on the show tomorrow night, Mike. We may just do that. So let's talk about this game tonight. I'm taking the Chiefs on the money line. Am I crazy? What do you think?
No, I'm on the Chiefs, and I like the under. I think it'll be a close game, but I do like the Chiefs on the money line as well. And I took the under before it moved a point or two, but I still like it around that range.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, both of these teams coming off of a bye week here. I mean, Kansas City got the win in London against Miami. Before that, the letdown loss against Denver. I would lean towards Kansas City to win this game on the money line tonight as well.
Okay. That's a good thing. I'm glad you guys are both on that.
Or a bad thing.
Yeah, that's true with you guys.
Oh, with us.
Guy,
only bet I have for Monday Night Football is Jalen Hurts over 8 rushing attempts. Yeah, I like it.
I'm not a rushing attempts guy, so good luck with that. Hope it works out. But
with that brotherly shove, he's guaranteed at least 3 or 4 of those.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's true. That's
Root
true.
for as many 3rd and 1s or 4th and 1s as you can in this game, Justin, and you'll never sweat that bet if you get that.
Let's talk about golf. Tony and I got another outright that made 5 for the year. So Oberg wound up winning the tournament. We were hoping Cole would win. That's really who we wanted to win. But a lot of our other picks are top 20s we didn't hit. Well, we hit one top 20, and that was Oberg. But other than that, we struggled on some of the alternate plays there, didn't we, Tone?
Yeah, the 20s, 5s, or the 20s and 10s weren't great, but we actually hit on Eric Cole top 5 at plus 600 as well. So right. I put a quarter unit on outrights and a half a unit on top 5s, and so I made I made 3 units on both the Oberg outright and the Cole top 5. So I made just as much on the plus 600 at half a unit as I did on the plus 1200 at a quarter unit. So. Right. Pretty cool to see that if you balance out your units. But yeah, those top 20s at a unit each kind of hurt. We might need to stop shooting for the stars on those and just guarantee those top 20, because that Oberg top 20 was just easy money. And yeah, Justin, I mean, Oberg, he's a beast. He won the national championship in college just a year ago, and now he's already a top 40 golfer in the world. And I think he's even going to go higher this year.
He jumped up in a hurry, did he not? Like he
was like the 300th ranked golfer in the world at the beginning of the year, and then just complete domination. People say his drive is one of the better ones since Tiger, and I agree. He cuts the water like Bryson did when he was on steroids, and it's just crazy.
Yeah, very good. Well, thank you, Bobby V. We appreciate you. Good to see you, my friend. So we got 3 big Thanksgiving Day games this week, but we've got the big one tonight, Super Bowl rematch. You're on the under. I know one play today was Patrick Mahomes under 26.5 completions. I jumped all over that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like it too. So that's where we're at, folks. By the way, on Prize Picks, you got a Christian McCaffrey for Thursday over rushing and receiving yards for him to get 1 yard. That's a Thanksgiving special for Prize Picks. Well, yeah, you got to like that.
Well, yeah.
We'll take that.
You can use that several times. Yeah, I think he'll get a yard.
It's too bad Seattle lost that game to the Rams at the end, or they'd be going into the game on Thanksgiving with the same wins as San Fran. San Fran's 7-3, and Seattle's 6-4. So that's an awesome Thursday night game to watch as you're falling asleep after you stuff your face.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, guys, I've got a question here for you. Do you think? Do you think that Sean Payton has gotten the Broncos' act together, even though they've got a group of receivers that can't seem to catch the ball?
I'm not sure they're even the second best team in that division now with Antonio Pierce at the helm in Vegas. I mean, they're pretty solid still as well. And so I'm not sure if Sean Payton's gotten it together. They definitely won some games in a row, but they shouldn't have even been that close to the Vikings last night, I don't think.
Yeah, but did you see some of the drop passes?
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, they're terrible. I mean, that's what I don't even think that they're going to compete in that division. Maybe even with the Raiders.
Well, that very well could be. Although the quarterback for the Raiders, a little bit too many. Yeah, that.
Tony Mays asks, "What about Mahomes over 25.5 rushing yards?" Tony, it's going to be a close one. Definitely hasn't hit it the last 2 games, but he has hit it a couple of times in the last 4 or 5 games. That's going to be interesting. You're going to be right around that number. So it's a big time game. Philly will get after him a little bit. So I think he will likely go over. It seems like in some of the bigger games, that's when he is going over that number, but it may be close. So that could be a sweat for you.
Yeah, I feel like in those primetime games, like you said, he always has one of those where he skirts around the side and runs for about 15, 20.
Exactly.
So if you could just get one of those and then a couple other small ones, there it is.
Right. Yeah. My initial thought was I would roll with him on the over rather than the under, because you'd hate to be sitting there and all of a sudden, like you said, Tony, it rattles off one of them 10, 15-yard runs and you're like, should have taken the over.
With that Mahomes upright running form, I've never seen a guy run like him. It's odd looking, to say the least.
I agree with that, Justin. Yeah, I'm with you there. Both defenses going to play hungry. We're expecting. That's why I like the under too. I think everybody's expecting this is going to be a big, high-scoring game. We got two of the top 10 offenses in all of football, Super Bowl rematch. Those defenses are going to come to play, I think, tonight. Which, if that is the case, that should help any of our player prop bets, like Justin's having Jalen Hurts over 8.5 rushing attempts should help that, and Mahomes having over his rushing yards should help that as well. So I'm in agreement with defenses tonight going to be the big story.
Okay.
Yeah, the Chiefs opened up actually as 1.5-point dogs, and the total was at 48. So you're looking at around a 24-23 type game. 21-20 is what everybody's kind of thinking. So right around that number, around 46, 47, and with a 1 to 3 point game, a close one, I'm thinking.
Who you guys got for touchdowns tonight? Let's talk about that real quick. I'll tell you what I got, if you want to hear.
Who you got?
That's totally up to you guys. Actually, in my video that I put out yesterday, that is on this YouTube channel, I actually went with a couple of more extra picks, and I'll tell you what they are right now. I took Kelsey first half and anytime, and A.J. Brown anytime, Jalen Hurts anytime, and Isaiah Pacheco anytime. Thoughts? Anybody? You got another player in there?
Well, you already said Hurts,
right?
So that's the one I like. Definitely expect him to get into the end zone. And for Kansas City, you're probably going to be too much juice on Kelsey, so you're going to have to look elsewhere.
He was actually at like minus 115.
Yeah, I'm seeing him around minus 120.
Well, that's not
I got a cool one for you guys. I think one of the defenses scores tonight.
Okay.
And both of those are around plus 600. So if you want to put a half unit or a unit on both of those for either defense to score, I think you'll come off on one of those, if not both. So I see a fumble for a touchdown or a pick six tonight for a defense to score.
I like the Jason Tatum play here, by the way.
He hasn't hit it the last two games, Justin, but the only worry we will have is if they just flat out are blowing Charlotte out and he starts resting, right, and is around that number. If he goes the whole game and this game's, at least close enough to where they don't have to pull him out for the fourth quarter, then I don't think there's any doubt he'll hit that over. So I would roll with that. Yeah, definitely agree, Tony. Hurt's going to get one of those tush pushes at least.
Yep. Jerick McKinnon got a touchdown last week as well. He's a sneaky little option out of the backfield for Mahomes, and he's around plus 350, plus 400. So that's not a terrible sprinkle. When he gets going for the Chiefs, he usually puts up a couple TDs. If he did that last year, he put about 4 or 5 weeks in a row with a touchdown. So Jerick McKinnon isn't a terrible sprinkle either.
You saw their last game, Tony, in London with Miami. It was a 21-14 game, and McKinnon and Rice are the only two that score for Kansas City. You just never know with Kansas City. it's going to be kind of random. I mean, obviously Kelsey's going to be your main guy, but he's not going to score every night. And if you're looking for another option besides Kelsey, I say sometimes looking deep, that, finding one of those plus 300 anytime odds on a guy, because Mahomes is going to give the ball to who the heck ever, right?
You always got a weird one on the primetime games.
Yeah.
And guys, Schefter just tweeted that Staley's putting Bosa on the injured reserve with that sprained foot he got in the game, so it just gets worse for the Chargers.
Yeah. Yep.
That's terrible. So, 16. So going into tonight's game this week, my anytime touchdown scores, I got 16.
Awesome.
So there you go.
Purdue's up by a basket again now, so we're back.
We're back. Just keep that under going, man. By the way, something else that popped up on Positive EV today, which Mike's going to pull up the page here in a second. Jokic to have a triple-double.
Snagged it.
Plus 135 on BetMGM.
Yeah, I jumped on that early.
Did you?
Good juice.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, take over.
Jumped on that. What is up, Tristan? Y'all, that Travis injury, just brutal, horrible way to end a career.
Yeah, and Florida State's probably not even going to get a playoff bid now because they're not going to give it to Florida State with a backup QB if there's Bama or Georgia sitting there with a loss out of the SEC championship game.
Right.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, yeah, tough for Jordan Travis and tough for Florida State, but hopefully Travis will be back in a year or two in the league.
Right. I'm with you.
All right, let's see what's out here on the Positive EV page. You got James Harden under 29.5 on a PRA right now. You're getting minus 105 on MGM. Pretty well favored on a few books at least. Several. The penny line's got it heavily juiced. I'm down with the James Harden under. I mean, the guy's just nowhere near what he's been. This Clippers team is a disaster. I mean, you've got too many guys that all need the ball. You only have one basketball. You got James Harden, you got Russell Westbrook, you got Paul George, you got Kawhi Leonard. But here's the thing. Before James Harden came to the Clippers, Russell Westbrook was playing pretty good for them, dude. He was finding his role and fitting pretty good. And then you bring James Harden along, and now it's all been a disaster. So I will jump on that James Harden under for sure.
Yeah, I do love the value on that play. And this could have nothing to do with the result, but Positive EV play was the Clippers on the spread tonight. So I do like them tonight against the Spurs, but that doesn't mean that James Harden has to go over on his PRA.
Exactly.
Take value where you can find it.
Exactly. Speaking of Tatum, there's on ESPN bet. I know Justin's got him over 26.5 points. You want to take him over 27.5. You could jump on that at plus odds. That would be on ESPN bet. Yeah, I like that play a lot.
Makes the 26.5 look even better for you, Justin.
It does. Big time. You're looking really solid there, and I think we'll be solid with this one as well, to be honest with you. So we'll jump on that as well. Isaiah Stewart over 18.5 PRA. Definitely wouldn't mind jumping on that one. Getting it at minus 105. A heck of a deal.
He can get about 13, 14 boards himself.
Exactly. So we'll jump on that. Lots of value right now on the Positive EV page. You know we're going to jump on it when we see it. We like to hunt for value and see what's out there. So let's see if there's anything in the NFL that's popping out.
I was just going to throw this at you now. I just realized I forgot the Thursday game. 18 anytime touchdown scores this week, guys.
Oh, nice.
Nice, man.
So that's more than one a game.
That is great.
I'm going to actually check and see if there's anything in the NHL that's popping out.
There are going to be some shots on goal, I guarantee you.
Yeah, and some totals. There's that Kucherov play that you were talking about, Justin. I love that at -110. I'll ride that with you, man. He's definitely not going to have 2 points tonight. Matter of fact, I mean, Tampa Bay may not have 2 points themselves this game. It's very possible. So I will jump on that. Hey,
you better jump on the Kadri over.
Yeah, I'm jumping on that. I just saw that. That's a heck of a play. And then
I like the Grubauer saves one too, Mike.
I do too.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm glad to see that there are some of those popping up. Last year it was pretty well shots on goal, but if player saves are going to pop up, that'll be a player prop I want to jump on. I usually only bet shots on goal.
Yeah, I've been seeing player points and player shots on goal pop up in the early morning, like right when the books kind of drop the prop. See a lot of those points as well, which is interesting.
Yeah, the problem with that is the randomness of them.
I know it's so tough.
Yeah.
You can usually get them at plus money before they move to minus money, though, if you get them early in the morning.
This Sharks play at +2.5.
Yeah, it's interesting.
The line's -2.5 now, right?
Yeah.
Now.
I mean, it is outstanding value. It's definitely a worry because we know when San Jose loses now, their last loss, they lost 5-3 against Florida, but then before that, 4-1, 5-0, 10-2, 10-1 to Vancouver the last time they played them. So it can get a little risky, even this 2.5, but I think I'm going to ride it for a small amount because I do think that they've been playing pretty respectable lately, coming off a big win against the Blues. We'll roll with it.
Yeah, -125. That's good value. I always take a hockey puck line or a baseball run line if it's at 2.5.
Yeah,
on the plus side.
And that's all I'm going to roll with here last minute for positive EV.
Now, Tristan, you're betting with your heart there. Just because
losing money.
You don't like Tatum. You're not going to bet him. Now, come on now. That's no way to make money.
Losing money.
I'm going bananas on the positive EV.
I got to get this one. Tatum line was at +110 earlier today. Yeah, that's why you always hunt early, hunt for value early. I missed it at that. I still like it at the -110 we're getting it at. Or wait a minute. What did we get? We got it at plus odds still, but not quite.
You got it at 27.5. I think the 26.5 was even at plus money earlier.
Ooh, that's even better. Awesome.
Yeah.
So that's great to hear from everybody, getting some good plays where a lot of us are on that Tatum play. Some of us got tremendous value on it. That's awesome to hear. Can't trust him. He's my worst player to bet on.
Tristan.
Hey, I have guys like that too. I do.
He's from St. Louis, bro. Come on.
Well, that don't matter. That means
he's on the Celtics and Tristan's a Heat fan. So
hey,
nobody cares about St. Louis.
Big news in baseball. Aaron Nola re-signing with the Phillies.
Mm-hmm.
That's big. 7-year contract. And maybe even bigger news was the Cardinals re-signing Lance Lynn.
Oh, it's a terrible move, but yeah, Dave Dombrowski definitely loves to shell out money. I mean, he pays for a winner, and it sounded like Nola turned down less money to even stay with the Phillies. So a big re-signing for them. Pretty surprised that Brandon Woodruff is now on the market from the Brewers.
Yeah, I know.
That was one that was a little exciting to see. So yeah, a lot of baseball news will still be popping up throughout the offseason. So I'm down to talk about it.
Where's Yamamoto go? He
is awesome.
He's either I think he's probably the third ranked pitcher behind Ohtani, who can't pitch this year. So
yeah,
he the number 2 pitcher out there in the free agent market right now.
Well, this was almost 15 years ago, so some people might not remember. But when Daisuke Matsuzaka came over to the Red Sox, he was like one of the best pitchers automatically, and that's exactly what Yamamoto is going to come in and do for whatever team. I mean, he's just going to come. He's already the best pitcher in Japan, and he's going to come in and be an ace for whoever he goes to.
Well, Nootbaar's mom and his mom are buddies, so maybe he's coming to the Cardinals. All right.
Hope not.
Bobby V. What? Okay, so apparently,
Come on to Boston.
so we're talking about Jordan Poole here.
Yeah, Jordan Poole's a mess. Stay away from betting on anything with him.
Terrible.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
all
stay
right.
away from him.
I didn't know that. Any shockers with the MVP awards?
Not for me.
Nope. Unanimous on both sides for the first time.
Yeah, and even Cy Young award, no shocker. Manager of the year, a shocker. It's Skip Schumacher in the National League, and it's
Brandon Hyde
for the Orioles. I mean, no argument. And Rookie of the Year, no argument. Corbin Carroll, outstanding.
Corbin Carroll, yeah.
Yeah,
and then,
I saw a few futures that were like $10 on all those guys to win like 40, 50 grand. And those were the easiest awards, I think, almost ever. So if you're looking for a fun little season ride for next year, take one of the best rookies for each league, take the best player and ride it all year, and you could come up big.
Yeah. Yep.
I just wanted to win $370 the other day, man.
Well, you can thank the Dons for that.
Yeah, Bobby. Cardinals signed Lynn, big deal, you know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't see that unless they're going to go get some other big time pitchers.
Yeah, Lynn's a solid sixth starter on any team.
Yeah,
and he'll be a number 5 starter who will eat up 100.
Now, he'll be the Cardinals' ace.
He'll eat up 100.
That's how bad they are. He'll be their ace.
But by June, he'll be
replacing Adam Wainwright in his outstanding season.
Yeah, by June, he'll be their ace.
Yeah, that is true.
Yuck.
Tristan, I have no idea, man. I got to be honest. I really have no idea.
He'll probably go to the Dodgers just because he's still in LA and they can afford him.
No Swift TD tonight. Nope.
Nobody on Swift tonight.
Yeah. No, there's one Swift that's going to be in the house, and her name's Taylor, baby.
The Chiefs' run D has been great. I think.
How about that Swift with a touchdown, huh?
Yeah, she'll score tonight for sure.
Oh, she's scoring for sure somewhere.
Well, they're having Thanksgiving together. If you guys aren't keeping up on this, I will keep up with the celebrity report. We may do that. Can't understand. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, I know. He's not going to be in it.
It is, Bobby. Very low blow, Bobby.
Whatever, Tristan. You know what? Stick with your Florida teams, okay? Your big-time Florida teams.
Stanley Cup Finals last year, NBA Finals last year.
They win?
No.
Did they win? Okay.
No.
Bunch of losers in Miami.
And in Tampa, too. Oh!
That's fine. I'm not from there.
I know. Yeah, you suffered through that Bruins playoffs last year, brother.
And by the way, just a big congrats to Skip Schumacher winning the National League Manager of the Year. It'd be hard to imagine any teams passing on a guy like him to manage your team, but wait a minute, the Cardinals did, didn't they? Well,
yeah,
the Cards make it. It's true. Marlins made the playoffs last year, Bob. Come on.
Yeah. Well, that's with a former Cardinal. Managing them.
Florida knows how to treat
Bobby V, jump in here and have my back here, man. He's a Cardinal fan. The two of us together are old.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Just as well as I do, the organization has done nothing but make bad decisions left and right. So
there's your Thanksgiving week Cardinals talk.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to the Cardinals.
That's for the radio show.
That's what Bob.
We're gonna get to who's balling tonight or who's pucking tonight, and you know what? I'm gonna go first. If Taylor Swift is in the house, and I think she's gonna be there tonight, my guy who's balling is gonna be Travis Kelce. That's all there is to it. He plays much better when she's around. All right. Who you got? Who's balling or who's pucking, Mike?
For me, we know who's balling. It's going to be the Joker, man. I mean, triple-double machine. We got him on a triple-double tonight. They're playing against Detroit. Come on, this is just going to be a mop fest for the Joker. He's going to be doing it every which way you can, man. Give it up for Nikola Jokic, that dude. He's going to be balling.
Okay. Tony, are you balling or pucking?
Well, since both of you guys are balling, I guess I'll be pucking. And
there we go.
I'm on Quinn Hughes for the Vancouver Canucks tonight.
Nice.
He's definitely pucking all the time. And against San Jose, you can get his over 1.5 around 120 plus 125 right now for points. I got it at plus 155 this morning when it opened. So if Quinn Hughes is pucking tonight and can get me 2 points, I'll be real happy.
Norris Trophy favorite right now? I'd say so, guys.
Got to be up there.
I mean, he's leading.
Got to be up there. What a turnaround by Vancouver. I mean, just tremendous. Crazy. I mean, a bottom feeder last year and a top dog right now.
Wayno can't even save the Cards anymore. Bobby V, you know what? We'll meet these guys in a parking lot. Have a beer with them.
There you go. We'll have a beer with you and let you guys sob about the Cardinals missing the playoffs while Tristan's chugging beers. Marlins, Heat, Panthers. Hey, got a reason to celebrate, Tristan.
Seminoles.
Oh, by the way, that Kachuk guy that the Panthers have sure would be nice for him to be in St. Louis, wouldn't it? I mean, they couldn't even. He grew up there. They couldn't even get him. Like, man, St. Louis is bad, terrible. I mean, people that grew up there don't even want to go there. Like, they're like, no, I'm good. Send me anywhere.
All right. So quickly before we leave, let's get this game here real quick. I'm on the Chiefs. We're all on the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, that could be Fade City, guys. I hope not.
Chiefs money line in the under, I think, is the safe bet.
Okay. All right. I got $1. I have $1 free bet on PointsBet. I'm going to put it on that. All right, here we go. We've got Thursday night football.
That'll make up for the Dons.
Thursday, Thanksgiving football, and I'd be remiss if we didn't talk about this every night. Here are the 3 games: Packers, Lions, Commanders, Cowboys, 49ers, Seahawks, Lions, Cowboys, and Niners.
Yeah, I'm actually on the over in the Packers game and in the Cowboys game. I got those before they started moving too much. So those are my 2 plays on Thanksgiving right now.
Okay.
Is the over in those first games.
All right.
I would have to lean towards that as well. Would have to, although I'll tell you that San Fran Seattle game could be a little intriguing. You know, I've really not given the Seahawks any credit this year, and they're a little bit better. I mean, you got to remember that's a tough loss they had against the Rams. They're probably one. I think Seattle can cover that spread.
Okay, I need 2 touchdowns tonight to get me to 20. Anytime touchdown scores for the second time this year.
Well,
awesome.
Fluff had a ton of edge on the over 47 and 47.5 last night on the positive EV screen.
Yeah, I actually got the 45.5 on the Lions and the 46 on the Cowboys on the over. So
cool.
Take it before it gets closer to 50.
Exactly.
So Tony, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Happy Thanksgiving to you guys.
You know, we love having you on. We will not be doing shows Thursday and Friday. We'll do tomorrow and Wednesday. Thanks for joining us, folks. As always, Mike and I love y'all. It's your quick fix for sports betting. Good night, Tristan. Tristan, come on the show tomorrow, bro.
There you go.
Come on the show
for
tomorrow.
That Tatum over.
Let me beat you up tomorrow.
Hey, we appreciate you tuning in always. Good luck in your bets tonight as well. Let's go Jason Tatum tonight.
Yes, sir, Tristan.
Tatum!
That's the only St. Louis we care about. It's Tatum having a big game.
See ya. You can get this on